it's just me. I realized that I never really did an intro. So I'm going to do an intro today, but first I wanted to thank some friends I've known for a while. Linda and Teresa. Thank you, Teresa. They gave me some estrogen because they knew that I didn't have any. And they ridiculed me for, running out and all that. Totally had it coming. My shipment still hasn't come in, so thanks to those two, I was able to get my life back on track sooner. I would have still been in a bad place if they didn't help me. So really, you two, thank you so much. You really did help me out when I needed it. Also, before I start, I wanted to ask a question that I started before but didn't get to finish. When taking estrogen, do you think it's better to take it sublingually or just to swallow? And sublingually is when you put it here and you let them sit until they dissolve, but that takes forever. It does take a long time. But I hear the benefits of doing that is they don't get dissolved by the kidneys or filtered out by the kidneys, and so you get more into your bloodstream, so you get more effect per pill. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I'm sorry, my throat's a little bit raspy today, so I'll smoke more. That'll help it to go away. I'm sarcastic by nature. Good news, I set up a laser appointment on the 16th of May. I also wanted to show you people what I used to look like and still look like when I'm at work. My hair's gotten longer, but still. I'm not sure how well you guys can see that. But anyway, so that's how the world perceives me most of the time. I was brought up in Middlefield, Ohio, known for our Amish and cheese. I went to Cleveland for a couple of years, and I went to the Cleveland Job Corps, which I don't recommend because it's a government-ran facility, which means homosexuals are evil. Even when you go there, you have to fill out this huge questionnaire and all this paperwork and everything. And I remember the one question that I ran into was, you will not wear clothes of the opposite gender. Well, here, I'm like, did they know I was coming? God, the government does have spies everywhere. And the other reason I really wouldn't recommend Cleveland Job Corps is because it's largely made up of juvenile delinquents. Some judge got it in his head that if we send them to Job Corps, they can, turn their lives around. But what happens when you send a bunch of juvenile delinquents to one place? You got a bunch of juvenile delinquents, and now they're learning other skills from the other juvies. I had to learn how to break into a lock until I went to Job Corps. And I wasn't even sent there court-ordered. I went there of my own free will. Saw the commercials. God, did I make a mistake. But it was worth it. Also, growing up, I have learning difficulties. I have a hard time reading and writing. So if you sent me a message and some of the words seem a little off, it could be because I misspelled them, and I apologize for that. God, I go through so much trouble just to try to correspond to people back that give me messages. First I open up my Gmail account, and then I'll type, I'll spell out a thing, and then I'll spell check it, and then I'll go back into the thing while I got both of the boxes open. I'll take the message from my Gmail and retype it out in my YouTube after I've used spell check. Just so... I'm incredibly sarcastic. It is my nature to be sarcastic. Sound of crickets. That means I should talk more. I am spiritual, but not really religious. I would like to consider myself a witch. Not even Wicca, because, you know, I take things from the Druid culture, things from the Wiccan culture, toss them together. The way I look at it is, we're all made up of energy. Everything's made up of energy. And when we pass on, our energy gets redistributed to other things, and then they take on our energy. It's kind of scientific, actually. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, just stored and altered. Excuse me. I like role-playing games, sci-fi, animes, fantasy movies. Babylon 5, spot on. Perfect. Best sci-fi show I've ever seen. I'm even attracted to people that are nerds. Smart girls are hot. Ooh, smart girls. Why? What big brains you have. I enjoy drawing. When I was younger, that was my escape. I used to dive into my own imagination and then put it on paper. That's how I coped with the world. By not coping with the world, creating my own. A world I had control over, that I was much happier in. So I'm pretty good at drawing. I enjoy music. Big fan of Tattoo, Green Day, V&V Nation. V&V Nation is really cool. And I like them because no one really has ever heard of them. So that's really cool. Techno, electronica, you know, kind of weird music. I like twirling stuff. I just like watching stuff spin. I'm so easily amused. So, I really do appreciate all everyone on YouTube's support, and I appreciate them watching my videos. I really hope that my videos help someone, because that makes me feel better. You know, the thought of, you know, helping people. I enjoy helping people, actually. It makes me feel good. I think that's all when it comes to summing up me as a whole entity. So, I'm going to let you go. Blessed be.